In this video, I'm going to show you how we helped Maurits at 500k views in less than 3 months of working with us, and most importantly, how we can achieve the same results. Here is Maurits. I'm not talking this from bottom of my ass. We actually helped him. He said best in the business, pleasure to work with. You're a pleasure to work with, bro. Very professional and talented. Here are also videos that we made for Maurits. As you can see, 90k views, 70k views, 50k views, 44k views, 20, 30k views. YouTube, this is YouTube, this is Instagram. We obviously continue to work together. So we are going to cover in this video following topics: what makes successful content transformation, where was Maurits before he started working with us, so you can relate to his situation. Maybe you are now at this point, and you can see which steps we took to get those results. So I'm going to show a step-by-step system that we used to generate Maurits 500k views. Where is Maurits now? And at the end, I'm going to give you for free tools and resources that we used that led to results, so you can use the same. Now let's start. We have a lot to cover, as you can see, a lot of things. So without wasting time, let's jump into the first thing: what makes successful content transformation. First and most important, before actually editing, post-production, these things aren't that important. However, analyzing who is your target audience and what they want to see from you is really thing that's going to basically move the needle, because you have to analyze who are you speaking to. At the end of the day, social media and this YouTube funnel, we are using it to market our product. So our product or service has to be solution for their problem. So you have to ask yourself, you can ask yourself, if I were a viewer, what problems would I have, and what would I like to watch from this channel as a solution to my problems? Maurits, maybe you won't have the same problem as Maurits. I now, let's say, taught you these basics that you can implement. However, Maurits had a problem that his viewers were not qualified, and he was getting views, a lot of views, because he was only posting lifestyle POI before and after, millionaire, teenage millionaire, something like that. So it was getting views, but these views were unqualified, like terrible views. And based on our analysis, we came up with conclusion that we have to present his brand more serious in order to target more serious people. So we added in his long form funnel, we added more raw video, him talking, explaining how does it really look like to be young and successful, both good and bad things. And as a result, people actually started resonating with him, and people loved this type of content, as you can see there. This is what we want to see. I prefer this type of videos than sports car stuff. Then I find this content much more satisfying and informative than short form content. There's so much value in watching this video. Great to see the behind of scenes of what it actually takes. A much better video and realer video than those flashy ones. Keep them coming. I don't need to talk. People told you. Second important thing is posting regularly and consistently. I know you heard this many times, but at the end of the day, you have to post content, you have to take action. Lower down your perfection. You don't focus on editing, don't focus on tasks that are genuinely not that important. Focus on positioning your product, service, whatever it is, as a solution to people's problem. Understand who are you talking to, and create content, because you just have to create content. So this is what we did. January 3rd, January 4th, 5th, we continued to be consistent, and we continued to generate views. Really important for YouTube. Post every 2 weeks, one YouTube video minimum. Let's move on. Next, packaging of your video. This is really important. And now, everything is important. However, you have to package your videos correctly. What does it mean to package your video? What packaging means? Packaging is video concept, title, and thumbnail. As you can see, our videos were really good package. That's why they led to good results. Thumbnails were concise, and I'm going to explain you this later down there, how to make specifically thumbnails, but let's now just go quickly through it, where I got lost. Thumbnails were concise, trendy with, nowadays topics. Also, ideas were really good, eye-catching, and I'm going to now share you and basically give you ideas, framework that now work, and you can use it for your next video. So here is this framework. You can use something like how I went from 0 to X amount of money in time, my story, how I would get into trading, for example, if I had to start over, I achieved dream outcome X amount of times to prove it's not luck. Watch this. If you can't, then. And lastly, POI, this is more for lifestyle, like let's say vlog stuff, and we use this fifth framework mostly for his videos. As you can see, POI 18-year-old millionaire in Colombia, and it just worked. Move on. Where Maurits started, where was his brand before actually we came. He was inconsistent posting, which led to inconsistent results. 6 months ago, 4 months ago, 15k, then 46, it's not consistent. Then no clear brand direction, content wasn't planned, he didn't have any structure or any content funnel for his specific situation, content didn't match the quality of his business, his offline reputation and results were strong, however, his online presence didn't reflect that. People who did find him weren't impressed by what they saw. He had really weak brand trust, specifically because as I covered previously, these cringe lifestyle before and after videos, and he was overwhelmed by the content game. He knew content was important, but he didn't have time, energy, or right systems. And what then happened? Step 3, then we came. I'm now going to show you step by step what we did to bring this brand into life again. So when Maurits partnered with us, we didn't just do content, we rebuilt his brand narrative from the ground up. Here's how we approached it and how we solved those problems that I mentioned. So these are testimonials. You already saw this. However, you didn't see this one. This is from YouTube, where one of our videos got really good performance. So they said basically, great news, this video is appealing to a wider audience than usual, really good performance of this video building a $100 million company. He was happy, we were happy, great relationship, all good, let's make some money and let's move on, because now I'm going to show you what you should do. Enough testimonials, let me show you what actually works. So firstly, we made everything look and feel way more professional. Although I mentioned about it, you should aim for action, not perfection, which I stand for still. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't pay attention to packaging of your video. Packaging, remember this, SEO and basics of editing. I can remove this. Don't focus on editing. It will destroy, it will kill your energy. So just focus on packaging. Packaging, most important thing, and SEO I'm going to explain in few seconds. So title, clear thumbnail. What does it mean to have clear thumbnail? Nowadays, thumbnails with loads of details, of small details, does not work. You should have clear, concise thumbnail with two to three main details emphasized. Like here, we can see people and behind POI, that's it, enough. This is emphasized. We don't have, small details. We don't have this. It's emphasized, clear, concise, and that's why it got 44k views. Then I'm now going to explain you SEO for YouTube. So when you are posting your YouTube video, you'll be on this tab, details. So above here is title, description, but scroll down a little bit. Don't forget this, especially if you are in the beginning of your content journey, especially don't forget this. It is really important. So you'll see their tags. And what does it mean? You should basically write all text, all words that are related to your brand and to your video. So for example, for Maurits, we wrote 19-year millionaire, crypto, online business, and more and more and more, because 500 is limit. This is really important, especially if you're in the beginning. Like for beginners, most important task. Then we stopped chasing views and started building something real. Help him connect and relate to his audience. Views at the end of the day are not money. It's better to have 1K qualified real people than 100K kids who can't buy anything, right? This is, true. That is why you should bring focus to attracting actual leads and perfect clients for your service or product. Ask yourself what people want to see from you, what they expect. If you were a viewer, what would you like to watch based on your problems, and what would you like to watch to solve those problems? I understand you're probably not in the same position as Maurits when it comes to views. However, these principles are relevant. These principles about audience, about your about the brand structure, about thumbnails, titles, and as a result we got really good testimonials from viewers who are watching those videos. So as you can see, bro, keep making the videos. That's so relatable. This is what we want to see. There's so much value, much better and realer. And here, if you're really curious, you can go to this link and it will open literally whole page of testimonials. If you go down to this link, I'll put it in the description. Thirdly, we got consistent with the right type of content. Social media is like a fire, literally like a fire. If you stop feeding it, it goes out. I'm going to repeat this once again. Social media is like a fire. If you stop feeding it, it goes out. We were consistent with the right type of videos, with a clear plan and structure that we wanted to achieve. Although quality funnel structure are important, if you don't post at the end of the day, it won't work. It doesn't matter. So if you're in the beginning of your journey, you have to post contests. I understand that you're probably, you probably have this perfect syndrome, meaning you want everything to be good good lighting, microphone, but just focus on things that actually matter, solving problems and positioning yourself as an expert for people's problems. Pretty much this is it there. Your focus should be things that actually matter. Who are you speaking to? What type of value are you providing? What is the purpose of the video? How it is packaging, as we covered before. Move on. We let him be his real self, and it worked out. You cannot copy anybody. You have to be yourself. Now I'm myself. So we went in depth about what his audience wants to see, and let's do this together. For Maurits' situation, his audience 6 months ago, they were used to seeing flashy before and after videos, and this was a huge mistake, as I covered before. So what we did, we structured videos to be open and honest, to present what it actually takes to reach that point, to live that lifestyle. Videos were genuine, raw, and people loved them, as you could see. This is what we want to see. I prefer this type of videos, so that's pretty much it. Now, where is Maurits now? We obviously continue to work together. We are still working together, continue to dominate the market and present his brand from a different angle, averaging 40 to 50k views per one reel, which at the end of the day 500k views or more if we post more. As you can see there, talking head videos 42k. This is movie lifestyle video, almost 50k. Maurits still hasn't launched his offer, by the way. However, when that happened really soon, he's ready. We basically got to the point where audience trust him. They view him as an expert, and now it's just a matter of time when he will launch his offer and basically pick up the money from people, because he has this trust, but he didn't have this trust 5 months ago. And lastly, now I'm going to show you something for free. I'm going to give you something for free, tools and resources, that we use to achieve those results. I'm going to give you two things. First one is content performance tracker. And second thing is I'm going to explain you how to organize your Google Drive folder. So why is this content performance tracker important? We use this for Maurits. It looks like this. So I'm going to paste the link down in the description. So you just go, copy paste into your Google tab and press there, make a copy. And it will look like this. Why is this important, especially for you? Is because You have to analyze what works and what doesn't work. What works, you can push it even more and cut the things that does not work. And you can have, you know, clear view of your videos in this sheet. So for example, you have their Instagram, talking head, niche value, lifestyle POI, and you put basically, you know, a link, views, data published, link, views, data published, and you can track all of your videos, see what works, see what doesn't work. And this is it. Also for YouTube, video title, date published, views, watch time, CTR, likes, comments, and so on. So every video, just after posting video, go there, paste the link, track the views, analyze the progress, because this is the only way to win on social media. You don't need to start perfect, but you have to be perfect every single time you post. And this is one thing that we made as an agreement when we started working for Maurits. Make every video 1%, just 1% better. Not 2, not 3, 1% better than the last one. And this is what got us here to this point, that now we're basically averaging 50k views like this on Instagram. And second thing, this is also important, how to keep files organized. You will come to the point, especially if you have cameraman, like now with Maurits. He hired cameraman, so now we have bunch of content, bunch of, you know, materials, b-rolls. So that is why you should have one place where you have all of your videos, materials, and Google Drive is the best thing and most easiest thing to use. So I prepared here also one link, Loom video, short Loom video, where I explained how to make and how to structure this Content Hub Google Drive folder, so you can keep your files organized, keep your, you know, all videos, and not come to this position where you're, you know, mess, where everything is in mess, you don't know where the files are. One Google Drive folder you can easily send to your team members, and you can have basically one hub where you keep everything clear and concise. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. These two links will be in description down below. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you picked up at least one thing. We cover a lot important factors, but hope this was valuable to you. Hope you picked up everything. And at the end of the day, if you want to work with me, you can work with my team, work with my agency. You can go to the link down below and check what I wrote there, or you can check our website, JV Media. So this is it pretty much. Hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next video really soon with more value. So this is it. Peace out, and check the description down below for these two free gifts. Yeah, see you.